group how important this rivalry is to both institutions, to everybody that's associated with Notre Dame, and how much we wanted to make sure that Legends Trophy got returned to South Bend. So our guys went out and earned it. They earned it. And, as I told, I wasn't upset about the effort that we played with to start the game, but we got to take care of the ball. We have to take care of the ball. And they did a couple things on offense that we had not seen, and they made some big plays. But our guys were able to regroup, come out of the locker room with the intensity that we needed, and finish this game off the right way. So really proud of this group, special group, and really proud of the way we finished off this regular season. And so with that, I'll open up for questions.
Coach, you're up 12 at halftime. For a long time, it didn't look like you were going to be in the lead at halftime. What was your message at the break?
Well, it was on offense. Just take care of the ball. Hand the ball to the officials. What we say. That means don't turn the ball over. Defensively, we had to make some changes, and it was here's the corrections. Now go execute. Right, here's the correction. Go execute. And the special teams, they got to be special. We can't turn the ball over on special teams, and so don't beat Notre Dame. That's something you'll hear me say often. As long as we don't do that, we got a chance to be really successful every game we play.
Would you comment on Estimé, good workhorse, and right before halftime, did he want to be in?
Yeah.
Just score a touchdown?
Well, we have communication before that series that, it's a 2-minute situation. Jabron's been our 2-minute back. So good, let's go, keep him in there. And, I get a little bit frustrated when we put the ball on the ground and kind of got on him and Coach McCullough a little bit. Like, hey, the standard of the room is to hand the ball to the official. And I know they reviewed it and called it a touchdown, but, they have a high standard for making sure we have great ball security. And I kind of reminded them of the standard that we have. And but Audric is what a tough, physical, special football player. Obviously he'll have a decision to make here after the season on what he's going to do. But I'll tell you what, man, he is a special talent that is giving Notre Dame everything he's had for the past 3 seasons. So grateful to have him and have him be a part of this team.
All right, okay, Coach Mike Robertson. I happened to be at the game, cover the game when you guys played my alma mater, Tennessee State. So since then, how much has this team improved? And you get this ball, win, and get the trophy back. So how much have you seen improvement since their game September 2nd?
I think when you try not to be so outcome driven, if you don't look at the outcomes, you say this team definitely has improved tremendously. There's a couple games between Tennessee State and now that we wish we could run it back and do it over, but we can't. But we've learned and we've grown. We've grown from those mistakes and those opportunities. I'm so proud of this team. We're chasing, reaching our full potential. That's something you'll hear me say. We haven't totally got there, but dang, we were pretty close today. And we got a couple weeks to get ready for this bowl game, whichever one we go to.
Marcus, a couple defensive breakdowns in the first half, led to about 50-ish yard plays. What happened on those plays, and how are you guys able to tighten up each other on those plays?
Yeah, I can't remember every single play, but one of them, they had a unique formation where they put the running back in the B gap and leaked him out on a deep pass, and something we haven't seen, and they did a good job. I told the coach before the game, he's done a great job looking at what they've done this year at Stanford offensively, what they've done at Sac State when he done there. They've done a really good job in terms of their offensive scheme, and so very challenging. Coach Golden and the defensive staff did a great job of correcting mistakes and making sure our players could execute.
You mentioned Jean-Baptiste at his best in some of the bigger games earlier this season, but also surging in November. Is he a player that you can kind of use as a model for bringing in a grad transfer that improved all the way throughout his time here and really up his stats going forward for his future?
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of him, and he came here for an opportunity, and he's taken full advantage of it. And he's truly been a great example of a guy that has improved throughout this season, is playing his highest level of football right now. And so it's a testament to his hard work and his relationship with his coach and what Coach Wash has done with him. And I'm glad to see, he's reaping the fruits of his labor.
Coach, I don't know if we'll talk to Audric, so I wanted to ask you, what sense did you have for the motivation he took from not being on the Doak Walker semifinals list? It seemed like he at least tweeted that after that happened, so it seemed like he was motivated by that, and how do you channel that motivation in the right way this week?
Yeah, we all are competitors, and we all find different ways to motivate us. And I'm sure that motivated him. And as I tell them, I want it to motivate you to work, motivate you to do the proper work that it's going to take to get the outcome you want. We all want. That's what I tell them every time. And everybody wants. We all want more. We all want greater, but not everybody's willing to work. And I know he was motivated, and I just continue to remind him, be motivated to prepare, be motivated to work, and then you'll get the desired outcome you want on Saturdays. Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's a big game on the ground today. Can you comment on the offensive line, the way they stepped up with two guys out there?
Yeah, to see Ashton Craig and Billy Schroff, and they played obviously for us last week in their first starts. They're just getting better and better and better. It's a great testament. You don't know when your number is going to be called, but you got to be ready. And their number was called last week, and they performed at a high level. And you see them this week continue to, stack on that performance that they had last week. And Coach Rudolph's done a great job with that offensive line. That unit, it's tough because it's such a cohesive unit. And when you add two new guys, week 11, to the starting lineup, it's a challenge. But they put the work in, and they performed really well.
I think we asked you last week about leaving Audric in late. I did the stats, but I think he was 24 yards away from the single-game rushing record at Notre Dame. I don't know how much you were aware of that on the sideline, if you would have given any thought to leaving him in the fourth. He was there at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
If you had any thought to letting him go on with that?
No, I didn't know that. If he came up to me and said, "Coach, can you leave me in because I'm 24 yards away?" it would have been a decision I have to make. But there's two things, right? I want to do what's best for Notre Dame, but also what's best for Audric too, But I did not know that. I knew he was getting close to the single-season TD record. I think. Yeah, he set that. I don't know how many he rushed for, 200 plus, 238. That's a lot of yards. I don't know what record he was chasing, but that is a heck of a performance.
The fourth most in a single game for a Notre Dame.
What he did today, pretty good, man. He's a good player.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll start with Jack in the back.
Javontae, take us through the field goal return. How did you make that happen?
Just in practice, we were talking about making sure guys get up their left hand on the ball and everything, just knowing the angle and everything. And I literally told Anya, just make sure you put the right hand up. And then he blocked it, and I just ran around. I was like, where'd the ball go? Picked it up, and just got to running. Man.
Obviously, you're a defensive guy, so is that the best stiff arm, throw a guy to the ground type situation you've ever had?
Growing up, I used to play a little running back, so I know that when I get the ball in my hands, what to do with it if I get the opportunity. So it was fun.
You look like a running back on that play. That's the third field goal block this season. How have you guys been so good at getting to the ball on this?
Just taking every time we go on field goal block to treat it like an actual play, because some players could take plays off, but if you play very hard that one play and you win interval that play, something can happen.
Javontae, how did the defense sort of respond after giving up some big plays early on to be able to shut the offense down for the most part after that?
It was just all about what we were doing internally and just making sure that everyone stayed calm and just knowing that all you got to do is do your job every play and just win that one play, and then don't let the plays behind you track you in the future, and then you should be all right. Just stay in the moment.
Marcus was just in here talking about how much this rivalry specifically means. Obviously, you weren't here last year, but could you get a sense that the guys who were here and lost to the Stanford team last year really wanted to get this one?
Yeah. Just all week, the preparation, the amount of effort, the attention to detail that everyone was putting into this game, you could see how bad everyone wanted it. And just me coming in and just seeing how much of important it was to them made it important to me. So I gave the same effort.
It seemed like you were tweeting a little bit about the Ohio State Michigan game. Did you get to catch the whole thing? When did you have to cut it off?
I didn't catch really the beginning of it, but then I caught the second to around the fourth, and then that was it. I got no more. I don't want to talk about that.
The Doak Walker thing came out this week, and they said 10 running backs in the country are better than Estimé. And how much do you think that motivated Audric? And you know him since he was a little guy, but what's he like when he's that motivated?
I mean, shit. You seen it here today. Like, just to say that, like, there are 10 guys out there that are better than him, I mean, you just got to really look at the film and watch the film and really analyze it, and you'll see, like, how much he gives, how much he puts his heart into it. And it made him a little mad, and he just went out and had another day in the office today.
Momentum this is going to give you guys for playing this next game postseason?
I mean, it should give us everything. Just turning around and just thinking about the season and just saying it's focus on that 1 week, and then after that, keep going. This one was very important to us, and then now it's just looking forward to the next game, and then that's where our main attention is to, and we just got to put the work in and put the effort and the details and everything that we want to do, and just rally the guys together and say, hey, let's go do it.
All right, terrific game. Did you feel this pregame, or did you have some other type of motivation to have a game this extraordinary?
Yeah, I felt like it was definitely another game, but this game is definitely different. Last regular season for the 2023 season. So we always pride ourselves to finish strong. We started fast and finished strong. We're talking about the game in particular, but that also goes into the season. You got to start fast and finish strong, and I feel like the team did that and represented at a high level today.
How badly did you want to be in there in the fourth quarter? Did you realize that you were that close to setting a yardage record?
I realized towards the end, but I'm not really chasing records, honestly, or stats. It's nice to get it, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. We won by 40 points. We had over 300 rushing on the ground as a total offense, so that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Big decision for you coming up, obviously, really recent after the game, so you probably have some time to think about it. What do you think your timeline is, and when do you want to make that decision?
I don't really have a timeline right now. I'm just worried about coming in on Monday, getting the lift in, going over this game, see how I could have done better, and we'll start having conversations then.
Audric, how did you find out that you weren't a Doak Walker semifinalist, and how much did that motivate you?
I found out the night before. It was pretty hard. It was definitely a goal of mine, but it wasn't the end of the world at that point. We still had some football to play, which all that matters, and I just have a bunch of guys that rely on me, so I couldn't shut down no matter what. You just had to keep on going. I had to come in the next day of practice like nothing happened and just keep on rolling.
Did you feel like it fueled you in any way?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely fueled me. I definitely feel like I'm one of the best running backs in the country, if not the best. And I would definitely want other people to notice. But I feel like after today, I feel like a lot of people will notice.
Obviously, a lot of mistakes and turnovers at the beginning. As one of the leaders of this team, how did you kind of attack that, and how are you guys able to turn it around?
Yeah, so Coach Freeman always prides, and was our main message was to come out fast today. We did come out fast, I'd say, but we kind of had things that were shooting ourselves in the legs, like turnover. Our main pillar and the first pillar is the ball, so we got to do a better job taking care of the ball. But offense played a great game, defense played a great game, special teams played a great game, and we just didn't let those negative plays ruin our whole game. We just took one play at a time and kept on going.
Audric, what was the message that Coach Freeman was trying to pass on to you at the end of the first half?
So I'm the leader of this, one of the leaders of this team. I'm the leader of this offense, and I'm the leader of the running back group. So when a guy like that fumbles the ball at the 1 yard line, that's a reflection of me. It's a reflection of Coach Dealin, and that's just Coach Freeman just holding me and holding our running back group to high standards. And I love that. I appreciate that, and it's just great coaching. It's something that everyone needs to take your game to the next level. So that's just what he was doing.
You must be pretty excited to get over the world.
Yeah, I was happy about that. Happy for Jabron, get a touchdown.
All right, so Audric, how much more frustrating is it to know that Ohio State lost today, and you guys would be in a much better position if that comeback didn't happen?
Yeah, it was a good game. They're both teams, Michigan and Ohio State, are really good teams, but it's hard to go back in times that far down the line, and because there's a couple of things that we could do better, could have done better, but at the end of the day, that's football. The ball goes either way. You just got to bring it every other game. And this week, our main opponent was Stanford, and we handled business. So you definitely would love to have that back, but it's life. You just got to keep moving, and you got to find ways to improve from that.
The tweet that said bet,
exactly what I meant today. Just bet.
You or?
No, that was just reason. Just I felt like I was kind of cut short, so that bet was just like, all right, you guys don't think I'm one of the 10 best in the country? I'm gonna show you.
The second one?
Can you comment on the job the offensive line did for you today in front?
Oh yeah, they did an amazing job. I couldn't do anything without them. From Joe Alt to Patrick Coogan, to Ashton stepping up, to Billy stepping up, and Blake. Those guys did a phenomenal job for me all year, and I'm so thankful for them. Honestly, I told them I got to take them all out to eat. I got to do something for them, but I'm just so thankful for them. Those guys are hard workers. We're led by the strong Coach Coach Freeman always prized that we're O-line and D-line driven program, and they do a great job leading us. They're our leaders. The first one ends on practice on Monday. The last one out the facility because they're always having meetings. So they just do a great job, and I'm really appreciative of those guys.
Did you recognize a couple of the blocks that Eli Rarick threw?
Oh yeah. I definitely. Eli stepped up with Holden not playing and Mitch Evans getting down. Eli had been doing a really good job, and David Sherwood and Cooper Flanagan, they just been all great job, and the sky's the limit for them because those guys are young and those guys are just now getting in the groove. So I'm excited to see where it's going to take them.
Audric, what does it mean to you to have the single season program record for rushing touchdowns?
It means amazing. Coming into this school, coming in as a freshman, coming in as Notre Dame, I always pride myself when I was saying I'm going to give them something to remember. I want to do something legendary, and having a record like that has my name stamped in the history books forever. So that just means amazing. That means amazing for the whole offensive line to help me get them. Coach Freeman, Coach Dealin for trusting me and giving me an opportunity to put me in position to be successful. And I'm just thankful to God and everyone who helped me along this way. Thank you guys.
Thank you.